Hey, what's up, guys? This is my first long YouTube video, and for today I decided to rate all Slendrina games. Not all of the footage is mine, so I will give credit where credit is due. Let's rate the games from chronological order, starting with the original Slendrina game. Since there are 4 maps, I will be playing and rating all of the maps separately, and at the end I will tell you the final results. Starting off with the warehouse. When I entered the game, I immediately noticed the map was huge, but my player speed was pretty slow. Although the map had a first bad impression, I actually kind of enjoyed it. It was a pretty creative map and it was obvious which objects I needed to collect, so I give it a 7 out of 10. Moving on to the hotel, I thought I needed to collect keys again, but instead I needed to collect fuses because you had to escape via an elevator. Pretty creative if you ask me. I liked the map since it was smaller than a warehouse, so I give it a 9 out of 10. Next up we have the yard. This was the worst map yet, because literally everything was open space and the map was gigantic. And the worst part was that I couldn't grab the last object, so that sucked. It wasn't clear what object I needed to pick up because they always changed and were super random. Because I wasn't able to escape because of the glitch, I'll show you the ending. This clip is by All Rounder YouTube. I rate this map a 2 out of 10. The last map is the swamp. Although the objects were random, they at least made sense, because you had to escape with a car. The map was the size it should be, and I could easily make my way around the map. There isn't a lot to say about this map, so I give it a 6 out of 10. For my total rating, I'll give this game a 6.5 out of 10, because the jump scares weren't really that special. For the next game, we have Slendrina the Cellar. I love Slendrina the Cellar because it's the scariest and creepiest game in my opinion. The cellar is a maze, so it's hard to navigate it, but the thing that I don't understand is why we need to collect books. Like a book will open a door or something. It just doesn't make sense. But if you ignore that part, the cellar is my personal favorite, so I will give it an 8 out of 10. In the following, we will be talking about House of Slendrina. House of Slendrina is one of the longer Slendrina games. You have to collect 8 pieces of a picture to get a cellar key. In the cellar, you need to find a crowbar to open the door, then you need to open the chest, grab the photo, and touch it. The jump scares in these games are okay, but aren't really scary. I like the game because it's pretty big, but other than that, it's not that great, so I give it a 7 out of 10. Next up on the list, we have Slendrina the Asylum. Now to record this one, it was literally a pain in the ass because I had to record this on an app called BlueStacks. It's basically an iPad on your computer. It's not a bad app, but it was just hard to record. I'll link it in the description. I like the Asylum because it was the first game where there were more than one enemy. The Asylum is a bit basic though, only exception being Baby Slendrina. I couldn't film the end because of a weird glitch, so here's the end. Clip is made by a Vivid Plays channel. Otherwise, this game is literally the same as any other Slendrina game. So I give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Slendrina 2D is different from all the other games because it's, you guessed it, in 2D. I thought this game was going to be boring, but I'm pretty sure I underestimated this game because I actually love it. The puzzles are very creative and the gameplay is nice. This game is way longer than the average Slendrina game. I also love the art style. It's not that scary though, but bonus points for the boss battle at the end. I give this game a 9 out of 10, because I really liked it. Next up is Child of Slendrina. Trust me when I say I tried my best to beat this game, but I couldn't find the final piece of a key, so I got a clip from Tap Gameplay to show you guys the ending. The Child of Slendrina is a pretty fun game, but the map isn't that original. But I do love how Slenderman makes an appearance in the game, so I give it a 7.5 out of 10. The next game is Slendrina the School, one of my favorites. I like it because this one actually kinda makes sense. You need to collect fuses to put the power to the door, and the map is also very original. But jumpscare wise, this game does very poorly, and it's not scary at all. So I give this game an 8.5 out of 10. Alright everyone, I just want to say that all of the following clips aren't mine, because Game Jolt wouldn't let me open the games. Slendrina the Cellar 2 is the sequel to Slendrina the Cellar 1. But I don't like the sequel. Why you ask? Because there are too many enemies. And when you're running away from someone and it randomly locks your camera onto Slendrina, you'll easily get distracted. I expected more from the sequel, but it sadly wasn't what I thought it would be. I give this game a 4.5 out of 10. The clip is by Nguyen Lock Channel. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Next up we have Slendrina the Forest. I was pretty sad I couldn't play this game because when I played it on my phone it was very cool. With 2 enemies in open area is very convenient, because now you can easily run away from Slendrina's mother. In this game we are also introduced to a new character called Nosferatu, aka the husband of Slendrina. Jump scare wise, this game is nothing special, so I give this one an 8 out of 10. This clip is by Enormous Gamer, but I think he has already introduced himself enough. Now last but definitely not least is Slendrina X. In this game, DV Loper really showed what he was capable of. This is the biggest Slendrina game ever. There's nothing not to like about this game. The story is good, there are 4 enemies, but that doesn't really matter because Mansion is so huge. Jumpscare wise, this game is pretty decent. This game is different than any other Slendrina game because you can get a special key, a heavy piece of metal, a sword, and more. In total, I give this game a 9.5 out of 10. This clip is by JMPH, no, JMPEH, or just Junpei. Oh my gosh guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of my first long video. This video took like 2 days to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video as much as I enjoyed making the video. Show some love by liking and subscribing. And comment down below some suggestions on what my next video should be. And unlike other YouTubers, I actually read people's comments and I reply to them. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in another video. Farewell, traveler.